Hey guys, welcome to Recipes Tested. I'm Brianna Robinson, and today for Recipes Testober, I am going to be making Zuppa Toscana. And this is a recipe I found on the comments of another copycat recipe. And I have been making this one ever since I found it, so I wanted to share it because it's kind of a harder recipe to find, even though I know that there's a gazillion different recipes for Zuppa Toscana. So I will leave the written instructions. I've written it in my family favorites little book that I usually have at the back of my videos back there, but I've written it down so that I wouldn't lose it, wouldn't forget it, and I will leave the written instructions down below. The original recipe that has the comment in the comment section, I will leave that down below. But this is an amazing soup. If you haven't tried it this way, I highly, highly recommend it. So I'm just gonna go throughout the process and make the soup, and at the end, I'll give it a taste and let you know if it's love at first bite. So if you want to see how this recipe turns out, just keep watching and I'll get testing. So this recipe calls for 3 slices of thick cut bacon. So I just went ahead and diced that up. And then I added in 1 pound of ground pork that I seasoned myself with an Italian seasoning blend that I found on Google. So I will leave that down in the description below. But you just want to cook your sausage until it's all cooked and then leave the fat in there and then move the sausage itself to another bowl and set that aside. And then I added in my bacon pieces and I cooked that about halfway through. My particular cut of bacon was pretty fatty, so I just removed the excess bacon fat with a paper towel before I added in a half of a diced onion. If you like more onion, you can put it in there, but I just cooked it until my onion was translucent and kind of golden brown on the edges, and the color on the bottom of this is amazing. And so I added in my potatoes, and this is optional. I always cook mine for about 5 minutes before I add the water just to get some more flavor. But then I added back in my sausage and stirred that all around before I added in. This is chicken base that I use. I descale my pan with water before I add in my chicken concentrate right here, just to, you know, get that flavor lifted off the bottom. I want that in my soup and not, you know, not in it. So then I added in the water that the recipe calls for and let that simmer for about 20 minutes. And I did go ahead and ladle off some of that excess fat. If you want to leave it in for more flavor, more power to you, but I didn't want the greasiness. But once my potatoes were nice and tender, I added in the kale, and I just cooked this until it got tender, about 10-15 minutes before I added in my heavy cream. And then I seasoned it for salt and pepper, and that was it. And this is done. Alrighty, soup is done. It smells great, so I'm just gonna give it a taste and let you know if it's love at first bite. This, hands down, beats Olive Garden, and I'm not even exaggerating just because I made it. It's just got so much more flavor. I feel like every time I've gotten Zuppa at Olive Garden, it just kind of tastes like it's sat for a little bit, you know what I mean? This just tastes fresher, and it has all of the warmth and components of the soup that you love. It's got the yummy kale and the sausage, and the broth has just so much flavor because of all the layers of flavor that we added when we cooked the sausage and bacon and onions separately. I really don't know what I did before I learned how to make this soup, but ever since I did, this has been one of our favorites, hands down. That's why it's in here. I mean, obviously I rate this a 10 out of 10. This is just phenomenal. This is one of our favorite dishes that we have. Again, I'm going to leave the written instructions for the recipe that I have down in here in the description so that you can make it. And I really want to know down in the comments if you do make it, because I love this soup, and I hope that this makes you want to get into your kitchen for all of October. That's why we do Recipes Testober here. And to give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys with my next Recipes Testober video. Bye.